Hello. Right. You watching me again, eh? Yeah, you got a bit of interest there, you nosy buggers. Anyway, look, I've got a Nintendo Switch here. I'm sure you've seen one before. Customer brought it in today and said, let me just switch it on. Let me switch it on. Says that it's not reading the SD card reader. It keeps failing, asking to power off and restart later. And let me just have a little look. And I says, yeah, it's either going to be the reader here for the, just grab that there, your SD card, yeah. So I'm going to be the reader for it, or the connection to the main board. That's what usually fails. Don't ask me if kids put bloody SD cards in and out like game cards, but for some reason they do fail a lot. So we'll have a little look and see what's going on. Scroll up, settings, data management. It's showing the micro SD card. Let's just give it a little touch and see what happens. Just squeezing around the back here. Perfect as they described and explained. Power off. So it's got some kind of dodgy connection going on there. Whether it's to the SD card reader to the reader, or whether it's the reader to the main board. What we're going to do, we're going to take it apart, obviously. We're going to take it apart. Well, obviously, we're going to take it apart because you can't fix it without taking it apart. And we're going to take a quick look. One thing I must say, one thing I have noticed about this console, yeah, something that is really good. Yeah, just move that so you can't see all the reflections. Look at these. Just look at these. Oh, these controllers, aren't they absolutely wicked? I mean, they do look original, but perhaps they are. I don't know. They've got crisscross screws in though, instead of tri-wing screws in. But they're great. LEDs probably flatten your battery quick, but they do look good. They really are good. They do look original. I don't know. Perhaps you guys can tell me whether they're original or not. I don't know. They are really good. Yeah, really good. Impressed with that. Just wanted to point that out. Anyway, let's see what we got now. So there we go. It's rebooted. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, see, it's picking up the SD card, losing it. That to me, bit iffy. More than likely main board. I'm going to strip it down and have a little look under a scope and see what we can find out. Just before I continue, I want to point out a few tools. Look, it's doing it again. Blah, blah. The tools needed: crisscross, Phillips, whatever you want to call it, screwdriver, small precision screwdriver. Tri-wing, you've seen this in many other videos. I've had this for years. Tape round it. Just one that hasn't worn out, and the tips last forever. If this doesn't open properly, this will probably do the job. I'm joking. Of course, I'm joking. It just reminds me of a video I seen ages ago where a guy took off a lid off a PS5 and he used a mallet or a mallet of some sort, you know. You know, if any problems, that'll do. He was sorry, I can't fix that, love. Come back later. Anyway, we'll lose that. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, we'll lose that, and we'll get this stripped down a little bit. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of stripping it down. Let's see how we go. Right, what we do first: press the buttons, remove the controllers. I'm sure you're all knowing how to do that. What I tend to do is 1, 2, 3, 4 tri-wings. I'll just speed this up. I'll speed run this bit, don't worry. I'll show you though, just in case you want to try it yourself. You never know. There's some brave people out there. I don't know, being brave. I'm scared myself. Anyway, let's have a little look. Pop up that there. Remove the SD card, keeping it safe. Easy to get confused with the next person's. Little crisscross posi screw. I'll tell you what, let me just zoom in a little bit more. Let's just see if we can get that in. Yeah, crisscross there. Remove that. Keeping them all nice. Right, before we go any further, there's some on the side there. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. We're going to go for the one in the middle. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're getting good. There you go. Get that out. Some people do forget to take that out and they try pulling the backs off and breaking it and not realising you just needed to remove these screws. Right. And then we've got some crisscrosses on the top. Oh, we haven't got one in there, that's gone. Game card reader's got a bit of plastic missing. Very tiny bit, don't worry about that. Oh, none on the bottom as well. Has he been here before? Anyway, no, nothing to do with me, I promise you. And no, it hasn't been apart already, I'll give you my word. There you go, you've got all your screws in the bottom. You're looking for these little things here. Get them apart, get them out, get them apart, whatever. That's it. This is the boring bit. I mean, some of these consoles have absolutely tons of screws in. It's just crazy sometimes. But we're nearly there now. As I say, you can always fast forward. We're nearly there. So I'll just get a nice pair of. Well, I've got some tweezers. Some nice tweezers from AliExpress. Let me just focus that a little bit. There, only a fraction better. Well, I've got these tweezers, and these, I must say, are really good. They are precision tweezers. I've got them half price. In the description it said tweezers. I think I only got a tweeze though. I opened the packet and it was just split. So I've got a tweeze. I didn't get the tweezers. Anyway, still useful. Pick it up. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be funny. There we go. Move that little pad. Is it just that's the problem? It's pivoting a little bit wobbly. Let's pop it out gently and have a look. It all looks okay. It looks okay. Drop this off. You won't drop it off. Have I forgot a screw? No, I haven't forgot a screw. Right, what we're going to do, I'm just going to have a quick look while I'm here, under the microscope, at every single one of these little pins there. Can you see? You know, on the connector there. I'll try and make it better for the light for you. With me tweeze. I've got a tweeze here. If you want to buy these, contact me. I'll give you my details. I can sell you a tweeze. I'm going to stick it under the scope and have a little look. See, it shows you. Don't ask me why. It shows you this corner. The ones I've seen that seem to fail more. No idea why. Anyway, let me just pause that and come back to you. Right, we're going in the microscope area. There we go. Found it. We're going to give all these a little tickle and see what we've got. They do flex, but what you're looking for is at the solder joints to see if that moves. I'm not going to do that bit where I go solid, solid, solid. No, that looks okay. They do flex. Remember, they do flex, okay? So don't panic. You can always triple check them. I can get to the solder joints this way around nice and easy. So it's usually a connector. Have I done a lot of these or what? Have I done a lot of these? Yeah. Yeah. Why? Oh, that one looks a bit suspicious as well. Oh. Hang on, let's turn this around. They're all looking suspicious now. Perhaps there is a few of them. Don't know. Perhaps I'm just waffling poop. Speaker. Connector. There. Let me just have a look. Solid. 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 I'm doing it again now. That's all good. Firm. Firm. Stuck. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now what's it look like from this angle? Not solid. Semi-solid. Let me turn it back around. Yeah, we've got where are we? It's always trouble finding these things under a microscope. We don't want to go that far. There we are. One last check. That looks solid. That looks solid. 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 That is definitely a bad connection. You got a couple of choices. My first attempt would be just to get a nice soldering fine point and touch that up, really, honestly. Yep. That's the first thing I'll try. If that fails, or you go crazy with the soldering iron and you melt it all around here, you're gonna have to remove all this, which is all right, and put a new one on. I know there's going to be a few people in there that are going to say, just change the lot, change the lot. You don't need to change the lot. If you can just solder that up again and it works, what's the point? So anyway, let me get my soldering iron ready and come back and see what we can do. Right, I'm back. I've put my soldering iron on. I'm going to attempt to put a small amount of flux. Literally a dribble, that'll do. That'll do. Soldering iron's ready. I've got my small point on. Small tip. I'm not saying it's going to work, and I'm going to show you if it does or whether it doesn't. I don't know whether that's took it or not. I'm going to try it now. I'm going to get me tweeze. I'm going to get me tweeze on this. I think that's took it. They do flex from the top like that. That's not. You know what? That's a bit suspicious. That one, isn't it? That second one in. I'm only watching whether the solder point moves. Then again, I think it's all right. Now I've got my tweezer, half a tweezer. Yeah, I'm happy with that. See, I think I've saved it already. So I'm saying this is not exactly your. If you've got. I'm sure I've seen that move. Then did you see that move? If you've got this same problem and you're a bit of a DIY and you think you're going to go and get yourself a big 60-watt soldering iron off Amazon or something, it ain't going to work out well. I'm happy with that. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give it a bit of a clean. There's a tiny brush. I'm gonna drown this now. Let's find a tiny brush. I'll tell you what I'll use. A cotton bud. Give it a spray. Just give it a spray. Bear with me. Yeah, I don't want this video to be too boring for you. I'll just take a bit of the excessive flux off there and around. There wasn't much anyway. Let's have a little look. Let's see if I can tilt it and let's tilt it and let's see if I'm skilled enough to refocus it. I'm going to keep the light in enough so you can see, but I think that's took it. Would you agree? Let's bring a little bit of light in. Yeah, that's took it. Look, yeah, it might be on the piece a bit, but remember we're using a microscope, so by the time I've clipped that back in, it should be all right. Yeah, it should be all right. Yeah, come on, let's go. Right, I'll pause this and I'll get to the next stage. Right, I've got everything into position. I've just moved it from over there where the microscope is. Sorry about that, I'm just kissing my teeth. Just going to plug it back in. Unplug the power, that's the power, unplug it. Now I'm going to pop this back in. Now this can be tricky, you've got to line that up with that up. Yeah, be careful because if not you're going to break that, no big deal. You don't want to break that, you've just fixed it, yeah, your connector. So you've got to be careful, and they can be tricky. So, just there on that little edge there, let's see if I can get it in. It does take a bit of time, but just be gentle, take your time. Yeah, yes, I am just guessing. I've got to be honest. I'm doing it just for you as well, because I'm miles away and on. Look, I'm not going to edit this. I'm going to let you all have a good laugh. See, that took ages. I'm not going to edit it. Oh, I can do it quicker than that. Oh, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to put my battery back in. Switch it back on. Did it switch on? Oh, I thought it killed it then. I was, oh god. Do. Right. Touchscreen. Settings. Data management. Yeah, but it's showing. I'll give it a wiggle. Give it a little wiggle. Switching off. No, it's still there. I'm sure we fixed this. What I'll do, I'll reassemble it now, and yep, I've got to take out that reader again because you've got to put this back in first. But that's just a quick check. Right, bear with me. Back it a bit. Okay, we're all back together. I haven't checked it. You didn't believe me. I ain't checked it. All your screws everywhere, except for the ones that were missing. Quick check, make sure we're good. Data management. Didn't work. Oh, sweating. Forgot the memory card. That wasn't a stunt, I promise you. That was actually genuine. There you go, restart. I know you're thinking that was a stunt. I promise you, hand on heart, it wasn't. I wasn't looking. The memory card was over here. I was just, oh shit. There you go. Come on. Data management. There we go. I'm happy with that. Squeeze, flick, whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's all good. Look, it's fixed. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Just remember, you can just touch up the little pins. You haven't got to change the whole unit or reflow them or anything else. Be careful. And that's it. Really pretty boring, but thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.